Hey guys, Ryan Steinelson here with Accelerate Marketing, and I'm the president of Accelerate Marketing. I've got some really amazing content to share with you today. Accelerate Marketing, by the way, is a digital marketing agency that's been around for over 15 years. We've been helping local businesses primarily create at least another 50 to $100,000 in monthly revenue and create a business that they love. For that's to help local business owners do that. So anyway, so I hope that lets you know who I am, a little bit about me. I've been doing this for quite some time, and doesn't mean I know everything. It just means that I there's a few things that I've seen, and I definitely on these calls, my goal is to share with you any updates, any new insights that I can share with you guys that will help you to get to the position that you want to in terms of lead generation for your business so that you can generate a constant stream of pre-qualified pre-sold leads for your local business. I can guarantee you that if you stay on, you're going to learn something today that will help you generate at least another $5,000 to $10,000 a month for your local business if you implement these strategies. So first and foremost, if you are a local business owner, it'd be great, and I'm going to share this with you right now, for you to jump over and join our free school community. We have where I mean, I do this to help local businesses. I've been doing this for, like I said, 15 years, and we do give a lot of free information. You probably a lot of people that have found me or are watching from my YouTube channel, where I create a lot of content, and just an extension of that is this school community, where I'm able to spend more time and create a real community around helping business owners to create a business that they love because they've got the whole mm, lead generation process handled and taken care of. So this is where we make the communication very easy with you guys. So there's a community here. There's a classroom of content. You can start right here. I've got a bunch of videos here that are totally free. You can consume that content, and a- you will learn some new strategies for sure for both Google local service ads and Google business profile optimization. And just to make sure we're on the same page here, if I type in um, plumber near me, I'm in Palm City, Florida, and I've done this search, a few times before. You can see, like, if I'm a business owner, and it's 2025 right now. You can see if I type in plumber near me, um, this is what a lot of people still, almost 80% of businesses, or 80% of people that are looking for a business, are looking for a service, either professional or quote unquote blue collar, service based businesses, like plumbers, electricians. They can still go to Google. I mean, yes, ChatGPT, is an awesome tool, and I use it all the time to identify new topics to talk about, and for a lot of other things. But if you really want to find a business now, this is the way that people 70-80% of people are still doing it. So it's really important that you show up on this first page of Google, and the best place to show up is at the top, because we know from statistics that about 70% 60% of people select the first business here and they just make the phone call. And this is the Google Guaranteed section, by the way. This is also known as Google Local Service Ads. Okay, so Google Guaranteed, it's also known as Google Screened. And then down here, this is the Google Maps or Google Business Profile section. Okay, so about 30% of people select from down here. I'd say 30 to 40% select from up here. And then here's your Google Pay per click, where you pay per click. And about 10-15% of people select from this section here. Why? Because you can see, I mean, you can see what Google's favoring. I mean, Google is favoring this as their long-term player in the for businesses. They're optimizing for this. You can just tell. And so it really is important if you're a business owner that you figure out how to show up in these different sections. And if you show up in both, then you compound your likelihood, or the likelihood that somebody will call your business. So that's what I wanted to show you, that the Google local service ad section and Google business profile section are reflected here. This is Google local service ads. And then this is the Google business profile section right here. So that's what we focus on, and we also help businesses show up, in the same area on Bing and on Yahoo, etc. So um, there are some updates. I just wanted to show you guys that are running Google local service ads. So we just got a new. So we are partners with Google local service ads. We've been a partner with the on the Google local service ads platform since it started, and there are a lot of benefits to doing that and being a partner with Google on their platform. What it does is it gives us the opportunity to really uniquely help our clients in a way that really helps them get even better results a lot of times, because number one, we can get things done faster. Number two, we get access to data that you wouldn't normally get access to if you didn't, if you weren't working with an agency that is a partner with Google local service ads. And one of the things that we get access to is we get access to the updates. So we're one of a handful of agencies in the world that do get access to the newsletters. The last one that came out, the newsletters for local service ads, which is the top section up here. Okay, so this is the Google local service ad section right here, right here. So in that Google local service ad section, this newsletter is redone every month. Google publishes this and gives it out to its partners throughout the world. There's probably, I think there's like 40 agency partners throughout the world, and we just and you have to be selected to be a partner with the Google local service ads platform, which we're really grateful that we are, because it really does help us to help our clients by keeping them ahead of the game, so to speak, and by keeping them aware of things like this. And I just want you guys to know this, that that it's really important. You can see, and I can see at least the writing. I can see the writing on the wall. Like I said, when I was showing you guys this, Google is 100% in it for the long haul with Google local service ads. They keep launching new verticals, probably every month, and they keep expanding verticals. They keep breaking out, verticals within verticals, like we're going to review today in the newsletter that they did. They're a little bit late for their newsletter because typically they come out every month, so we're still waiting for the November 2024 newsletter, even though it's December. But they get backed up this time of year, just like most everybody else does, I guess. So there's they did launch, Google local service ads did launch some more verticals. There's 7 verticals previously only available in California and Florida. This is what I was telling you about. What they're doing is they keep expanding. So they started these verticals: towing, car wash, auto repair shop, auto body shop, solar energy, store, solar energy storage, like storage facilities, cell phones, and laptop repair. And home remodeling expansion. So that here's the expansion. So that when they do this, typically what they'll do is they'll break out a vertical within a vertical. So LSA is introducing 2 new verticals: kitchen remodeling and bathroom remodeling. So if you are a bathroom remodeler or a kitchen remodeler and you were previously in the home improvement section, now you've got your own section, and that's a big deal. So if you go to kitchen remodeling, I'm gonna go to a bigger city. So these guys, um, so it's still under home. Eventually, this is going to be broken out. So this is still under home remodel and renovation. But what ends up happening is it does take a little while for Google to completely launch these new verticals, if I did own a kitchen remodeling or a bathroom remodeling business, I would start separating your business out now, because even though Google typically will only start showing these new verticals about 10% of the time every month for until it's completely launches all the way to 100%. So it usually takes between 6 and 10 months to completely start showing this new vertical for all the searches that people are doing for those particular keywords. So what I'm saying is it, even though it's not showing right now under kitchen remodeling, it's still showing under home improvement. We've seen this happen before with other verticals that are launched, and it takes between 6 and 10 months for these new verticals to show up for all of the searches that people are doing. They slow roll, they slow release these new verticals for these new keywords over time at the rate of about 10% of the searches each month. So that's why you really want to start now, because if you're a bathroom remodeling specialist or a kitchen remodeling specialist and you set yourself up now to be a specialist in this vertical, then you're probably going to be the first one, and you're going to get all of the searches when people search, when they show it for just kitchen remodeling. Okay, when they show the businesses that are just running ads for just kitchen remodeling and not for home improvement needs. Okay, so big insight there. If you're a kitchen remodeler or a bathroom remodeler, man, I would be all over that. Kitchen and bathroom under general contractor and plumber will be migrated to kitchen remodeling bathroom. So again, really big, deal in terms of you getting there first. And this is, in marketing, I have yet to really run into a situation where being the first was a bad thing. I'm just gonna say, I mean, and the same situation applies to, for example, like when Google Ads came out. I don't really know that there was too many people that were really bummed out about getting like a penny a click back in the day for expensive keywords, because it was so new, because pay per click was so new, for example, 10 years ago or 15 years ago. So what I would do, I mean, Facebook ads, same thing. I mean, I can just go on down the list. Search engine optimization. If you were the first company out there to do search engine optimization, or one of the first, then you might have been, first to the party, but still, you also get a lot of benefit from that, because you end up doing something that nobody else is doing, and as a result, you end up getting a lot of benefit as well. And so that's why I just want you as a business owner to really be aware of that. If I were you, I think the biggest opportunities that I've seen in terms of businesses leapfrogging ahead of their competition is by being first to actually do anything that's new in terms of marketing. Because typically the supply is high and the demand is low, because there's a bell curve of people that are early adopters, middle adopters, and then late adopters. And the bell curve is like, middle adopters is the lion's share. If you're an early adopter though, man, you can really get some major benefit and save a lot of money, and get a lot of new clients as well. So okay, there's a new verified Google Business Profile now required to go. Okay, launch global verified Google Business Profile now required to go live on LSA. To proceed, okay, this is interesting. So to participate in LS and local service ads, all businesses will soon need a verified and affiliated Google Business Profile to ensure that the authorized people can manage your ad calls and messages. So you will need if you're gonna run Google local service ads up here, you need to have, sorry, you need to have one of these. Here, let me see here. Well, this guy's the only one that's. Let me go back. If you're going to run up your ads up here on Google Local Service Ads, then you need to have a Google Business Profile page. That's what this is saying. Okay. Um, that only authorized people can manage your ads calls. This requirement is already in place in EMEA, and will be effective November 21st, 2024 for some businesses, in January for the remaining. So very soon, Google has sent email communications to all customers, and very soon you're going to have a Google Business Profile page. You can't just run local service ads by itself. Learn more about this requirement and how to claim, verify, and affiliate your GBP through your LSA here. Once your profile has been verified and affiliated, all customer reviews will be managed from the Google Business Profile page and not your LSA account. Interesting. There you go. So all the reviews will be managed from the LSA account. So no more will the reviews, and this is what's, we get to see, what's going to happen with those verified reviews. Beginning in 2025, your existing LSA reviews will also be managed by GBP, subject to GBP review moderation. Okay. So that's interesting. So what this is saying is that you can, the LSA reviews will be managed by the Google Business Profile page. My question is so basically you're going to have one link for both Google Business Profile and local service ads, which is nice because it cuts down on the confusion. The question is are the Google Business Profile reviews going to also need to be verified eventually? That's a question that I would think might happen, because Google really wants people to trust their platform. That's how Google is going to retain their users long term of the local service ads platform, in my opinion. So if you have any questions, by the way, yeah, okay. Do you have videos helping dog grooming businesses optimize their LSA? And is it better to go all in on LSA for grooming salon or split the marketing budget over LSA? That's a good question. Yeah, Pavan. Okay, so by the way, I would definitely, you can jump in here if you want. I mean, I'm going to put a link in here if you want to like do like just an on the fly audit here. Thanks for the heart here, Ton Moy. Thank you very much. I got about 10 people watching now. Pavan, if you want to, I'm going to post a link if I can. Let me see here. To have you jump in if you want. I'm just gonna, if you want to, you can, here. So here is the copy. I'm gonna put it here. I'm gonna post the comment. I'm gonna give you an answer to your question, by the way. Okay, so if anybody wants to jump in to the call, you definitely can. Do you have videos helping dog grooming businesses? Okay, yeah. I mean, I have all. If you go to YouTube here, if you go to YouTube, I think somebody just jumped in. I'm gonna and you just type in here, YouTube local service ads. You'll find my page. You'll find my content. You'll see all my, this is the local service ads. If you just type in YouTube, this is the local service ads channel. And I have a lot of videos on here, but I would also go here to the school community, and I'm going to go back. I'm going to go back here. Let me go back to, let's go. So you can just do a search for, here, let me go back to school. I'll just go back to school so you can see how to look it up. So it is just school.com/local service or local lead labs. But this is the URL. That's the URL. But if you went to school and then just went to the search bar and typed in local lead labs, you'd find us. Okay, so let's see. Did somebody want to jump in here? Oh yeah, Dime. Hey, what's up? Can you hear me?
Hello, yeah, I can hear you. How are you doing?
Hey, good. How you doing? All
Good,
right, let me
doing
see.
fine, thank you.
Good,
Doing
good.
fine, fine. Yes. Yeah, just looking before this week I found this channel, so starting to look your
Yeah,
videos and yeah, they are pretty cool. So
good.
a lot to learn I think from you.
Yeah, yeah, no, I'm glad you're on. Yeah, I know you're in the school community.
Yes, yes, I am.
Time.
Yet
Yeah,
from yesterday. Yeah, yeah. I'm new, pretty new.
yeah. Yeah, no, I'm glad you're on. Let me answer these questions really quick.
Okay.
And then we'll chat. So hold on one second. So let me remove that. Let me just go here. So okay. So Pavan said, "Do you have videos helping dog grooming businesses optimize their LSA? And is it is it better to go all in on LSA for a grooming salon or split the?" Oh, okay. Let me just show you guys. So let me show my screen again. Okay, dog. And you're the one that has the agency, right? Don't you help businesses as well, Dime?
Sorry.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah. I work for an agency. I don't have one, but I started working like 1 week ago, so I'm pretty new in LSA. Before that, I was working some meta ads and so on, but in LSA, I'm new. So yeah, I want to learn more and yeah, get it done the right way.
okay, okay. I'll help you. Okay, so okay, yeah, we like I like helping other agency owners. That's totally cool. So dog grooming business or dog grooming. I'm just gonna type in dog grooming near me. Okay, okay, dog grooming, dog groomers. Oh, yeah. So interesting. Sometimes, yeah, there we go. Okay, so here, so pet groomers, Miami. Okay, so this is the Google screen section here. Um, if what I would, I mean, look, I've never seen it. First of all, it doesn't look like there's a lot of PPC here. I don't know how many people are searching for it or whatever, but as you guys know, for the local service ad section, you only pay for phone calls, and you only pay for phone calls for people that are calling during your business hours and about one of the services that you offer. Okay, so it is nice because and this is one of the reasons why almost every single time, and actually every single time that I've looked, and every single time that I've had real numbers, I've found that the Google local service ad section up here always outperforms the pay per click section. Now there's no PPC here. Let me just I would always go after, yeah. So I mean, there's no pay per click. I mean, usually the pay per click is in this section. But I would always do this. I would always do local service ads. Number one, you can actually dispute calls. I mean, and now that dispute process has changed to a survey process, but you do get credits. You can get a credit even for a phone call that comes in, even for somebody that calls about sometimes even a service that you offer during business hours. I've seen people get credits for certain calls. So you save a lot more money by actually being in this section here, because you can't dispute clicks from pay per click from the PPC section. And the other thing is that because the 5 psychological triggers are all baked into this section here, the social proof with the reviews, the specificity with pet groomers in a specific area, the authority of being screened by Google and being at the top of Google, the exclusivity, being in a certain area as well. I mean, there are all the psychological triggers are here. So the conversion rate is always higher as well for this section, because people are typically already pre-qualified and pre-sold. So I would always, let me just go back, let me see if you've got any more. Hopefully that answers your question, Pavan. Um, I wouldn't split it. I would put it all under LSA and know your numbers. This is why it's important to know, to have call tracking on, so that you can put a call tracking number on your local service ads and on your pay per click campaign, your Google AdWords campaign. so that you know what your word, you know what you know what your cost per lead is, and so you know what your cost per conversion is. Okay, it's the only way that you've got to know your numbers. If you don't know your numbers, then decisions are hard to make. You can only improve, when you actually have numbers. So, okay, and then let me just get to S. Washington's here. Any word on interesting integrating? We got all kinds of people jumping in here. Okay, any word on integrating? Let's see, who do we got? Pavan. Hey, Pavan. Here, yeah, here. Let me just add you. There you go. Hey, how's it
Hey, how you
going?
doing? Good.
Good. What's going on? So, did that answer your question?
Yeah, it did. Sorry about that. I was trying to get onto the stream, but I realized I had to be on Google Chrome. So I was trying to swap over. So, but it did answer my question. I appreciate that because LSA has been fairly new to us and we've been using Google AdWords for a while. But I mean, the pay-per-click on AdWords, just with the word dog alone, I mean, we get calls for rabbits and calls for all these pets that we don't do. So
Yeah.
being more
Yeah.
specific as the service now is much, much better. So it was
Yeah.
just now, do I go all in and put the full budget towards LSA compared to Google Ads? And I think I've seen the results and thus far, and I mean, LSA is being way easier because it's direct to exactly what we're selling. So we're gonna
Yeah.
definitely go all in on LSA now.
Well, like I said, it's got Pavan, it's got the five psychological triggers, the authority, specificity,
Yes.
and so the conversion's higher. What I would, like I said, I don't know if you heard or not, but I would
Yeah.
definitely turn on the call tracking either with a system like CallRail or, Go High Level, even has its own.
Yeah, the one thing I've been looking at is your AI model because we have a retail part of our store that manages the booking. So using sort of just trying to answer the calls and we don't get it's mostly our old our current way of doing it is if someone leaves a voicemail, we'll get back to them. But now with LSA, it doesn't allow that voicemail. So definitely looking at trying to use either the chat or voice AI type of system so we don't lose out on these LSA leads. So definitely looking into that with whatever you guys are doing.
Yeah, I mean, like that's a really, a really strong I really strongly emphasize that obviously on this channel a lot because
Yeah,
I've seen the results. I mean, I've seen how much of a difference it makes, when you have an agent, whether it's from us or anybody else. I mean,
yeah,
I would just get an agent. We're starting to use OpenAI. And OpenAI just released their new version, which is amazing. It's like
yeah.
it's $200 a month now. It's not $20 a month, but
Oh,
it's
okay.
like full AGI, like it's like next level. So anyway, bottom line though is that yes, I would create an agent and I would
Yeah.
have a voice and a messaging agent
Yes.
connected to your local service ads platform because again, it's all about the 3 R's:
Yeah.
reviews, radius, response rate. If you are able to have your client respond to the inbound messages and the inbound voice calls quickly, you're going to be the one that actually gets the results. You're going to be the one that actually, I'm telling you, like I've seen doubling and tripling of the lead volume just
Got
from
you.
turning an agent on for the messaging for LSA.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we haven't been responding as quick as we wanted to be. And it's funny because I've been watching your videos for like the last month and we switched on LSA about 6 months ago. So
Hmm.
we sort of died off 3 months ago, but we weren't really using it.
Hmm.
And you had a video about how to like revitalize your account because we weren't getting any leads, even though we pushed our budget up and did the little tricks that you asked to do. And I mean, now just based on the Google reviews that we were getting, even if it's just a 5 star with no warning, I mean, my leads have like almost tripled because of those little
Nice.
tricks. So I really appreciate the time that you put
Awesome.
into helping everyone. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, hopefully, you go to our school community, skool.com
I didn't
forward
know you had
slash.
that. Funny enough, I've just been watching your YouTube videos, so I'm definitely going to go all in on that too.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad. Yeah, thanks for the question. And, I mean, I appreciate, the insights that it's helping. It's good feedback because I don't know,
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes I don't know if people are getting benefit or not. So,
Yeah, and Google's ever changing, right? So, I mean, today we learning one thing, and then tomorrow it turns into something else. So, really
yeah.
appreciate the time you put in.
Yeah, absolutely. Hang out if you want. I'm gonna go through a few more of these questions. Okay, and then any word on integrating LSA with high level or other CRMs? Yeah, absolutely. You can integrate Google Local Service Ads with Go High Level, or pretty much any other CRM that has an API. I mean, and this is what we recommend is that you set up. Oh, and Dime, I'm going to get to your. If you have a question, then stay on because I want to make sure that I get to you. I'll get to you in 1 second. Okay.
I'm here. I'm here. Don't worry.
I'll jump off, but I'm still listening.
Okay.
Thank you so much, man.
Okay. Yeah, so anywhere so you can definitely integrate LSA or local service ads with high level. You're gonna have to set up the plumbing, like the plumbing, so to speak, pun intended, because we work with a lot of plumbers. But and this is why I was saying you want to have call tracking set up. Okay, you definitely want to have call tracking set up, and that is why I said you want to have either call rail or go high level to set up that call tracking, because what we do is, like I was just telling the previous Pavan, whenever you set up the agent, the AI agent, the way that we set it up in the beginning is we set it up so that the agent takes calls after the 20 seconds that the humans get. So in other words, we set up the plumbing through Go High Level so that we create a delay of 20 seconds, and then after the 20 seconds it then goes to the agent so that all calls are answered within 30 seconds. So yeah, you can definitely integrate local service ads with Go High Level, and if you have that question, you can jump on here anytime and I'll show you how that works. Private chat. Okay, Brian. Hey, okay, 223. Okay, cool. Okay, let me go back here to see the comments. Okay, ton more. Okay, really quick. Let me and actually go. And how do you pronounce it? Is it Dime? How do you pronounce your name?
It's Dime. Just Dime.
Dime.
Yeah. It's okay. Yeah. Hard for you to pronounce it. I am from North Macedonia. That's a very small country in Europe, so I guess you don't know it.
Well, my partner Tatiana is from Belarus. Is that where's is that?
Macedonia? It's just north of Greece.
Oh, okay.
It's
So kind
on
of
the Balkan Peninsula over there. Yeah.
in the general area, kinda.
Yes.
Anyway.
Yes.
So yeah. So what question do you have, or do you have a
For
question?
the leads here, I have. So I have one lead, just for an example to say from 5 days ago. It's a message lead, and under the job type is just a second to open the. I'm gonna be right away over there.
You can show your screen if you want. I don't know if you want to or not, but yeah.
Okay, just a second.
And then Brian, I see that we got a Brian in here too. I don't know if Brian, you there?
Hey Ryan, how you doing?
Hey, good.
Long time no speak.
I know. Good to hear from you. So you learn a lot.
Just a second. This is me.
Okay.
I'm gonna share my screen.
Awesome. Let me hold on 1 second, Brian. Let me see
No problem.
Share. Okay.
Okay, there we go.
Is it okay now? Okay.
Yeah.
And yeah, from charge lead, just to see this message lead over here. So this is the one. This is the business category. It's under personal injury lawyer. Okay, and the service type is product liability.
Yeah.
Over here. So yeah, hello. He has bought some used car, and the transmission after 1 month was not good. So yeah, I'm asking business category, but the job type is private liability. So this is not a lead for this law firm, I guess, because they're working just personal injuries. So I can dispute this, or how can I manage this kind of things?
Yeah. So you see in the upper right hand corner it says rate this lead.
Yes, over here.
Yeah.
This
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is the process that everybody needs to go through whenever it's not a disputing process. But you can get credit for reviews, and you're not gonna, get any fewer leads. Everybody thinks that you're gonna get fewer leads, if you go through this process. But yeah, you'd go through this process, and sometimes it can lead to you getting a credit. Whereas if you don't go through this process, then you will not have any chance to get a credit for some of these
So,
leads.
okay. So I go through this again. Very dissatisfied,
Yeah.
I guess.
Yes.
Okay.
And then see,
And
yeah.
then, You other lead is a spam person. Okay. It's not
Yeah.
what the business does not provide, right? It's going to be, I
Yes.
guess, this one.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So this does two things. Um, so it helps Google to improve the leads that they send you, and it also can help you potentially get a credit for your client. And this is one of the things that we do for all of our clients is we go through that survey process, even though Google says that they're gonna be the ones that are in charge of actually giving you, like approving disputes like on their own, and they say that you don't have any part in it anymore. But we've seen that going through that process can actually help. So we do that for all of our clients. We listen to all the phone calls, we listen to all the leads that come in, and this is part of the service that we offer that's a little bit different than most other agencies. But yeah, I would definitely go through that survey process for every one of the leads that are not good leads. And then does that make sense though?
Yeah. Thank you. Perfect.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. Hold on one second. Let me look. So Tonmoy, what reviews will not be collected from the local ads review link? Only will collect reviews from. Yeah. So eventually, Tonmoy, it looks like we will only collect reviews from the Google Business Profile link based on what I just showed in or on the newsletter for the local service ads that came out in October. Okay. Um, they will only be collected from the Google Business Profile page. And I think that we're also going to be able to get verified reviews from that page. So I think what's going to happen is there's just going to be one link for both Google Local Service Ads and Google Business Profile. So now everything's going to be under one link, which is going to be a lot easier. Okay. And then Tom Moy, Accelerate Marketing, what reviews will not be collected from the local, and my name is Ryan, by the way. What reviews will not be collected from the local ads review link only? And by the way, you can join our school community. It'd be great if you want, Tom Moy. I can put that in the banner here as well. Let's see, there you go. Okay, so let me look at the comments here. Okay, so what reviews will not be collected from the local, and you don't even have to go to the about page. You can just go right to local lead labs. But from the, I don't think that, I think basically the local ads, the Google local service ads review link, will be going away. Only will collect, yeah, basically it'll only come from the Google Business Profile page. I think after like January, February next year, I think. And then Prestige Pro Painters. Yeah. Oh, good. Okay, we got a painter on. Man, if I was a painter, you guys just I think it was like last month or the month before, just like I was showing today. Let me show my screen again. So just like I was showing today, here, kitchen remodeling and bathroom remodeling, I think it was August or September, they launched or separated out, just like they just separated out kitchen remodeling and bathroom, they also separated out painting. So if I were you, man, I would jump all over that. So just like here, I mean, it's like painter. This used to be under, yeah, this used to look, see the category painter. This used to be under home improvement. It used to be a subcategory. So now you've got, and look at, I'll show you. There's probably not many now. Well, now there is actually a lot of these guys have been moved over to painter. But before it was under home improvement. Yeah, it was under home remodeling and renovation. But now and so the benefit is that you've got your own vertical and you have a lot better chance of being selected in that smaller subset because you're not lumped in with all these other remodeling companies, which there's tons of them. Okay. So, I mean, I would jump all over that. And this is what I was saying earlier about the messages. You want to make sure that you're really using some sort of an agent because the only way to respond to these message leads is through is through email. There's really no other way to respond to them. So and if you look here, look, typically replies in a few minutes. This guy's probably, and this is one of the reasons why he's one of the top. You know, these so I'm telling you that this guy right here is getting a lot. Even though the other guy's listed above, he's optimizing all 3 R's. This guy's optimizing one of them, but I guarantee he's getting the lion's share of the messaging leads because of this. So anyway, I can really, I mean, I've seen a big difference in the lead volume from one business to another based on that. So the problem I'm having with LSA is how, let's see, is how with LSA is how packed it is. Well, at least in my area, I hardly get calls. Yeah, so it is packed. I mean, there's a lot of people, that are running the ads. I don't know if you have switched over to the painting vertical or if they automatically moved you over. In the beginning, you had to let them know that you wanted to switch over. You had to let Google Local Service Ads know that you wanted to switch over. It is packed, but the way that you separate yourself out is what I've been telling you. Okay. It's the 3 R's. It's getting reviews, it's optimizing your radius, and there's ways to do that. And it's answering the phone and responding to message leads within 30 seconds. That's how you do it. 100%. I mean, only all the time. um,
Ryan.
okay. So yeah.
So yeah, for Prestige, I was just taking a look while you were talking as well. I believe he's out of Dallas, so if he's there, he looks like he's set up as an SAB, but his response time is way down. He responds in a few hours, it says, where everybody,
Yeah.
where
Let me
where
look.
others are responding in minutes.
Prestige. Yeah, there you go. Prestige painter. What area, Brian?
Prestige Pro Painters. Are you out of Dallas? I don't know if he's responding to you.
That's probably, let's see. Yeah, here we go. This is it. Prestige Pro Paint. He's got multiple locations. And this, by the way, is one of the strategies that a lot of people use. Yeah, this is it. This is him right here. This is his logo. Prestige Pro Painters. That's his logo that came up in the side here. I think that's the logo.
Yep.
So that's him. And he's in Dallas and he's got 2 locations. And very smartly, he's doing that. And that's one of the strategies that we recommend is setting up multiple locations. He's doing decent on the reviews. I would say that if you're a painter, depending on how many jobs you get, a painter, if you've got a few people that work for you, you're probably doing you're probably doing 3 to 5 jobs a week almost, or I'd say 2 to 3 jobs. Let's say 2 to 3. That means, and you should be getting at least a review on 70% of the time, 70% of the jobs that you do. If you just ask, this is based on a study that we did. We know that if you just ask for a review, you'll get a review 70% of the time. So, I mean, I would definitely think that he can get more reviews than that. It sounds like a lot, but I don't know how long he's been 20 years in business. I mean, you've had your Google Business Profile page and your local service ads page for probably, you have your Google Business Profile page for almost 12 years now. Google Business Profile has been around, and you've had your local service ads page probably 3 to 5 years. So this is the opportunity, and also See, this one's open 24 hours. This one closes at 10. That's another thing that offering an agent or allowing an agent or an AI agent to answer the phone and respond to message leads allows you to stay open 24 hours so that you can get more leads that way as well. And I would agree. And let me just go here and show you what Brian found. Okay, if you go to Painter Dallas, like I just showed in the other one, watch this. Let's see who shows up. Okay, so this guy, Southern Painting, shows up. He's, not surprisingly, he takes message leads. Because a lot of people don't take message leads because they say, I don't want to take message leads. You know, they're a lot of them are junk, you know, but you know what? They're half the price of a phone call. Okay. So even if 50% are junk, okay, you're still, you know, you're still paying half, you know, half the cost. So it's equal to the phone call. And then on top of that, you can automate the communication with the person. I mean, and if I showed you our AI agent and how it communicates, I mean, you can literally have the agent communicate and do all the communication entirely. And so that your team and then schedule the appointment, by the way. So let me just go down here because sometimes you have to keep going further. So here let me just go back here so I can show you guys again. So in order to really find out what's going on here, first you got to go to Painters Dallas. Let me just do this again. So you got to go to show more, okay? And then you got to go down and you got to go to show more painters again in order to start seeing the typically replies, how long it takes for them to reply to message leads below their ad. This one's 30 minutes. This one's a few hours, 30 minutes, a few hours. So you can see all these guys. Nexus, a few minutes. Very few are a few minutes. Okay. And his was, what was his business? It was Prestige. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. So there you go, you know, in a few hours. So this would help you actually, it would help you rank higher. This is one of the reasons why you're actually ranking lower. Okay. Because you can see that, you know, you're pretty far down here. You're not even on the second page. You're on the third page. And that's one of the reasons why is because you're responding to message leads in a few hours. That's primarily, and typically the businesses that I run into that are responding to message leads in a few hours are typically responding to their phone leads and late as well, and they're missing the calls, and that is the death knell that will cause Google to rank you significantly lower. So, okay.
Is
Yeah.
it possible he's also not getting calls because the way he structured his GBPs, because it looks like they're both SABs, but they may overlap. They may be SABs sitting on top of each other.
Yeah, exactly. They might. That's a good point. Let me just go back. Small area businesses, or yeah, or like look, you know, SMBs is what we. Yeah. So
SABs.
yeah. So if I go,
Service area.
yeah. So okay, you're saying so. Okay, yeah. Okay. So here, let me go back here. I didn't think you knew what that was. All right. So here, let me go. Prestige. Okay. Let me just go here. So okay. Let's go Prestige. Okay. So I wanted to see if. Okay. So there's. Oh, this is their Google Business Profile pages. Yeah. So let me see. Like there's. And it's not listing their address here. They might be, yeah, it might be because they're overlapping in Dallas. I'd have to look and see exactly where they're listed. That could be part of the problem. Exactly, Brian. Is that they might be overlapping. It is a good strategy to set up multiple Google local service ads pages and Google Business Profile pages. And as I showed you here, you're going to have a Google Business Profile now in order to have a Google local service ads page. And from what I understand, you're also going to have an address. It can't just be an SAB, a service area business. Okay. Which is, I think, you know, what you're bringing up, Brian, is if you're, you know, that's going to be a thing of the past where you can have a Google Business Profile page without an address. And so you need to have eventually here in the next month or two as well, you need to have an address. as a Google Business Profile business. And then the other thing that we found is that, and this is, by the way, one of the reasons why it's important to work with an agency that can give you insider information, so to speak. I don't want to use that, maybe don't want to use that word, but like if you work with an agency that's partners with Google, we get a list that can show you or let you know where there's the most opportunity in terms of searches for your vertical with the least amount of competitors. So you know where to open up your other location. And I definitely would not open it up within 30 miles of your other location, because then it can cannibalize the other location a lot of times. So any questions about that? Let's see. Yeah. So, D-Mate, what any other questions that you have? We got about 7 people on, a lot of people from the YouTube channels. We've been going over it. My question is about service areas. Okay, awesome. Solar Design Online, what's up? What question you got? Because we got about 9 more minutes, probably 3, 4, 5 more minutes, and then I'm gonna start landing the plane here. Any other questions or comments from the
Yeah,
audience?
just one more question I have. Like also in the list section, I have like also with the same company. I have like 2 leads that were charged on the same day,
Mhm.
and the answer like I was answering the calls. So first was the 1 minute and 9 seconds call, and the other one's like 8 calls in just like time period of from 28th of November to 30th of November, and they all been packed like one. So they're both charged, and my question is how to like I think the AI was doing not a good job. I think because was overlapping with the customer when they speak. So how to resolve that issue? Because asking for a name and just the moment when the AI was asking for the name, he like answered the name, and again the AI was trying to overlap or in every case, like when he told the name and the sorry the all the information, the number and everything.
Okay. So the AI, you're saying you have, did you say AI?
Yes.
Okay, so the AI was not very clear, and therefore it wasn't. And I want to make sure I get to
Yes.
Solar
Yes.
Designs.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. So you definitely want to you want to set up an artificial intelligence that actually is is good. That's based on a good model. Like like this is the reason why you want to make sure that you go with an agency, an AI agency that actually has a very good voice model. You want to test it out and make sure you listen to it and know that it's actually a good quality voice, that it's going to respond so that Google can hear that it's actually giving answers to the person, and not for voice and for messaging. And that's the other thing is I would suggest going with an agency, an AI agency, or whoever can provide your AI that can put both voice and messaging on one phone number. Okay, to keep things simple. And you want to make sure they're using a good foundation model like OpenAI or something like that right now, because, and now maybe even, I mean, we actually use for right now until OpenAI really gets better, for lack of a better, for until we like work the kinks out of the new models for OpenAI. We are still using a separate uh, platform for both voice and for messaging. So we've got a knowledge base for messaging and a knowledge base for voice that are separate for now. Eventually, we're going to move everything to OpenAI, so we've got a knowledge base, one knowledge base for both voice and messaging. Anyway, because ultimately, you want to make sure that Google counts that call as being answered. And if you have a good voice system for AI, it's Google's going to count as being answered. So, Solar Design said My question about service areas: does zip codes get better results for cities? It's both. What you want to do is you want to add. I don't care what Google says. I know they say, you've already put in zip codes, you've already put in cities, they overlap. I don't care. Cities, zip codes, and zip codes, and counties. Put in all three. Because I have seen in the past where a business did not put in, they put in the cities, but it didn't put in the zip codes. And I typed in a zip code for one of the cities that he selected, and it did not show him. So I'm just saying, like, I would do all three. I don't care what they say. I know they say it's, whatever. And Jonathan, I'll get to your question in 1 second. Zip codes don't seem to be working in my areas. Exactly. Yeah. As good as listing the cities. Have you noticed a difference? Just happened to me. Yeah. So you have noticed it, right? So you put in the cities and not the zip codes, and it didn't show you for a zip code, right? And exactly. So this is why I'm saying do all three. I don't care what Google says. Does one yield better results? What yields better results is doing all three. Okay. So I hope that helps. So Jonathan Pierce, I changed my address in GMB and it created a separate profile. Absolutely. That's a great answer. Do duplicates. Yep. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Glad I could help. Yeah. And join our group, our school community. Yeah. We'd love to have you in there. I changed and I got to jump after this one. So I changed my address and GMB and it created a separate profile. You change your address and GMB and okay, yeah, I mean, and sometimes you will get a separate profile. This is why I would definitely work with an agency that, that has done and set up hundreds of these Google business profile pages. Some people, but just for people that don't know, GMB stands for Google My Business. Everybody still refers to Google it as Google My Business. And and this is what, I was talking about right here. Here, let me go to home improvement. So if you're talking about a Google business profile or Google My Business, it's this section down here. It's the maps. Okay. This is the Google local service ad section. That's what he's referring to. And just for people that are, wondering what that is. So yeah, so you change your address in GMB and it created a separate, yeah, sometimes this is why you really, I mean, it's more what we're going to do to keep you out of Google's doghouse. How much is that issue worth for you? Because that can cause, Jonathan, you to be sometimes, delisted, in the doghouse of Google for Google business profile or Google local service ads or both for months. I mean, that could be hundreds or tens of thousands of dollars for a business. And so that's why I like to say it's not just what we're going to do to help you get more leads so that you actually by optimizing your local service ads or Google business profile page. It's more we're going to do to just keep you getting the leads that you're currently getting by keeping you from doing something that's going to cause what Jonathan just experienced. He changed his address on his Google business profile page or Google My Business, and he created a separate profile. And sometimes that can cause both of those to be delisted. So I mean, we deal with hundreds of these every day. And so, we charge separately for just doing, the setup of the Google business profile, separate from our monthly optimization where we do all the things that I recommended today, like doing the survey process, etc. So anyway, I hope this helps. It's 2:58. I started about an hour ago. This is every Monday and Wednesday. So Wednesday I'm coming back. Every Wednesday we talk about some fun stuff. You can go here to the school the school community. It's skool.com/local lead labs. It's totally free. There's a calendar in here, and on the calendar you'll see here's today's LSA Mondays workshop, and then this one's all about AI, where we talk more about the AI to help optimize your Google business profile and your local service ads page, because the AI agent can be used for everything. By the way, that's the great thing, is it's not just for local service ads. It's just that local service ads is the low-hanging fruit. That's where you get the most benefit, because not only do you get the benefit of actually like getting more leads because you're responding to leads within 30 seconds, but you also can convert more of those leads as well on other platforms. But okay, so in this one, by the way, we've got a whole calendar of the second and third Thursday of the month. We've got a banner that I just posted actually for you guys that want to attend these. They're at 8 p.m. on Thursday, a little bit later, but we've been told this is the best time for people to attend these. So this first one's going to be on Dominate Local Search. There's a StreamYard link here so that you can jump in, and be on the call. And that's what I really want, is I want people to be on these calls with me. This meeting was so much better today. Thank you guys for jumping on, Brian and D-May, and I hope I'm saying that right. And everybody for, Solar Design, Jonathan, Tonmoy, Prestige Painters, for all you guys, posting comments and stuff. If I didn't get to your question and you want to post a comment, you can just post a comment and we'll get to it. We'll start with it next time. And yeah. Any other questions, Brian or D-May?
The only quick question I had was, so you're using the GHL number for the forwarding number for the LSA instead of CallRail, or?
Well, yeah, you can set up the quote unquote plumbing, the call tracking plumbing through either CallRail or through Go High Level. Both of them have a call tracking or call tracking platforms.
Right.
So you can,
so if you do it through Go High Level, it will create a contact for that and record the call inside Go High Level, and hopefully that lead becomes,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
and there's three reasons why we use call tracking with the AI. Number one, or for with anything actually. For number one is to create that 20-second delay and then transfer it to the AI. Number two is to set up the call flow so that we ring certain numbers from 9 to 5 and then other numbers from 5 to 9. And then so that we can increase the likelihood the calls are answered within 30 seconds. And then the third is the simu call, or the simultaneous ringing of multiple phone numbers at the same time.
Okay.
So, yep. All right, guys. Thanks.
Appreciate the time. Thank you, Ryan.
All right.
Thank you very much. Bye bye.
Bye. See you guys.